decades. If things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Utah Utes taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Utah's offense will have the ball first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave it, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big play.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running to the left. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Utes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Arizona's offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The give to the lone running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Utes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Going with the ground game left. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Inside the 15. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Glover. Turning it on. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Utes have taken it inside the 20. Trying play action. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take it?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Anderson will throw. Finds his big tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Clay. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Utes decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Anderson wants to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop for this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Setting up the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, haul it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Catch in the middle. It's Glover. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Anderson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And that's in Arizona. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Touchdown, Utes! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by just 2 over Texas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that.
Looking for the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. He splits the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Glover. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Finds him out of the backfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Bray. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. After the run, now the throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Anderson wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Arizona. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame, where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Bray. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down will open up the final period. Unloads quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Anderson will throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the single back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Plucks it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and empties his backfield. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Martin back to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Utes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Now the play fake. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Working that left side now. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Clay. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Martin will throw it. Dumps it to the back. Quickly complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed, that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because...
Touchdown, Utes! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for space. It's Clay. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's finally herded out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look good on the stat sheet, and that's about it, as this one's almost in the books. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Slithers into space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Anderson wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Arizona!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air, and his throw is incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep to the right. Finds a little space. Shakes off the defender. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams